Hey guys, so I'm back from my vacation out to Saskatchewan, and you know, it was very, there was a lot of stuff we did. Well, the first, well, when we travel away in a way area that I've not traveled before, and like we were on a highway where there wasn't very many rest stops, so which we're so used to quite often, and you know, and rush when we get hit Saskatoon, it was rush hour, and it was stressful for especially for drivers, because people in Saskatoon most likely don't let people won't even let you get into a lane, and because everyone wants to get home. And apparently I found out that Saskatoon is no longer the biggest city in Saskatchewan, because now it's Regina, the provincial capital. The first so on the first morning we went out to a town called Wakaw, and I found then on the way we so that we could go to like the Wheatland Express train which goes between Wakaw and Cudworth. And on the way back they did a mock robbery for like which goes to a good cause. And yeah, and from there I got like an iron-on that I'm gonna put on my vest. Like as soon as I'm finished this log and all that. So then the day after I went to a boat like a river boat in Saskatoon, and we just and much to my surprise, like when we went to they had a buffet there, and the biggest hit was the skillet, which had hollandaise sauce and cheese on it, and man, I like that. So of course we had to cut it short because the water level in the South Saskatchewan River was so low. Yeah, because we've been having a dry summer so far. So, and then the next day we went shopping at Midtown Plaza Mall. Of course, trying to find a parking spot was hard, because you gotta park in a little parking garage, and get a ticket and all that. So of course, they have no elevators in those parkades, but yet, how are they going to expect you to not use the ramps where the car where you where you drive up and drive down? Of course, then on the way to the Midtown Common and food court, I saw a rider store there. So and that's where I found they had a lot of stuff. They had everything that the stores at Mosaic Stadium would have, which was including the backpack I wanted. So I got it right here. It's got a it has three spacious compartments. The big logo on the bottom, and the name along the top there, and it's green. So, and it's a lot more compact too. So, I kind of and that's just what I wanted. And so I can basically just take it wherever I go. And put my computer in it and all that. Plus, it gives me more room to put my lunch bag in it than my other backpack that I've had for a while. So, and then another thing I got was the George Reed bobblehead up here. Yeah, the one of the teams that just got that won the Grey Cup for the Riders in 1966, and yeah, he was a legend. And so then I got my friend Jesse also got a George Reed bobblehead, and also at the Wheatland Express I got a Spike bobblehead. I'm not sure what that is, but of course the Wheatland Express in Waka, which is just an excursion train. But it was so hot in there, and it used probably had like a Detroit diesel engine at the time, which was, well, of course, because the new engines nowadays use the Cummins. And we went to Regina and we went to a pool there. And we went, we did a lot of things, but but with it being construction season, it's just, like sometimes the GPS can take you into one, let alone when it's trying to find a place to eat was just hard. It was kind of like a road trip in itself. So, I'm trying to think, but well, of course, the Airbnb that I stayed in Regina was about a 15-minute walk to Mosaic Stadium where the Rough Riders play, and so I'm not sure what we did like the day before, like have a laid back day or something like that. So, well, we also did some garage sailing, and I found a black Rough Riders coffee cup. So that's another thing. Too. We did of course, we did some shopping. And then after we got to our Airbnb in Regina, we went to Moose Jaw to check out the tunnels and about the dark history of that place, and that's where I've learned about the Pacino Mafia, headed by Al Pacino. Al Capone, not Al Pacino, but more Al Capone. Yeah, who was the head of the Capone Mafia, and that's where I've learned about a lot of the dark history of Moose Jaw, and of course, I remember listening to one of your stations and I've learned about where the Mafia originates from, which is, of course, the island of Sicily. Yeah, they get a lot of their money through smuggling, extortion, protection, and so on, even robbery. And then Prohibition was right there in the U.S. and then yes, and of course there's a lot of illegal smuggling in Moose Jaw, and at some point they were had. So like Al Capone. I've heard of the name Capone so many times and could never trace it. So, but as it turns out, it was a mafia family. So, and then the night before the trip to the Airbnb in Messinat, it rained for a bit, and then it got so muggy. I was sweltering and being out there, and then of course, the Rough Rider my friend had a Blue Bombers jersey, and he had to be searched just so he doesn't catch anything, doesn't see anything, have anything to consider dangerous. So, and for me they let me through, but I didn't have my camera bag with me, so well, but it was a good game, and of course him and I betted on a Tim Hortons iced cappuccino, large size, and Rough Riders won, so it was by 10 points, 19-9. Yeah, so the Bombers were restricted to like a couple of field goals, and Rough Riders had some field goals and a touchdown. So yeah, and then we went to Medicine Hat, and on the way down with you, I navigated them to the Fort Broncos Memorial Hall site for, well, not the Humboldt one, but the Swift Current one. And then we stopped at the border between Saskatchewan and Alberta, so to get some pictures at the Welcome to Saskatchewan sign, and then we stayed the evening in Medicine Hat because it was so hot that we couldn't do anything. That it was not about that we had to be in an air conditioned air place, and we were in an air conditioned Airbnb older house in Medicine Hat in an neighborhood known as the Flats. So yeah, and it was an older home, very rustic, in my opinion, and all that. And then yesterday was the trip home, so yeah, so I'm basically just, yeah, we were frustrated. We needed to get home, and yeah, and that's just about it. Yeah, so this afternoon, after my roommate goes for his outreach, I'm gonna just go and spend some time, work a little bit on the football game that I recorded with my Nikon. Of course, right now I'm filming with my Canon, but I'm supposed to only carry one camera with me. So, anyways, my camera's gonna cut off soon. So I'm gonna wrap this vlog and say that I've had a really good time. I would gladly go again, and even if I'm gonna see another Rough Rider game and all that. So until then, stay tuned for more vlogs, and and to see if anything major is gonna come. So till next time,